Hey guys, I am Cody of the Lizzard Wizards here, bringing you episode 4 of Dark Cloud. Already at episode 4, damn. So, you saw in the last episode, I went a little bit over, I do believe. I think I'm probably at like 21 minutes. I haven't edited it yet, but I think that's probably what it would be. It's like 20, not 21, it would be like 23 or 24 minutes. So, you know, I'll have to be a bit more careful about that in this one. I want to keep it right around 20 minutes if I can help it. I'm going to keep it right around 20 minutes. I don't want to go too much longer just because I want to keep these videos sort of accessible for everyone. That's my goal. In the last episode, I already did that. In the last episode, you saw that I leveled up my dagger a fair bit, and I got a little bit further. I showed you duels and stuff like that. Nothing too important happened. Nothing too important is likely to happen in this one either, just so you know. So, don't expect much until, like, episode 7. That's when I think approximately when you're going to see the boss of this dungeon. Pretty easy boss, once you know what to do. And that's the way a lot of the bosses in this game go. You just have to know the patterns. Then they're just quite easy. There are 15 floors in the first dungeon, and then I think there's, like, 16 in the next dungeon, 18 in the one after that, or 17. It's like, it kind of goes in a pretty linear order. There's like one extra floor per dungeon, something along those lines. I think the last one actually has like 20-something though. 23, if I remember correctly. I don't really know. Anyway, I'm going to have to be a little more careful about keeping this at the right length. So I'm going to go in right now. I'm going to go straight into it. Get a few more, pieces of the dungeon. Actually, I want to show you a little feature when it goes into the dungeon menu. Where I can choose my floor. Find Beast Cave. Gotta say it like a badass, you know? So, you can see that each of these pieces, these things, whatever they are, by the basement floors. Like, you says basement floor 1, and then it shows all the different atmospheres. That's what they are. And it shows a number right beside those, 8 out of 8, 8 out of 8. It means I've collected all of the ones in that dungeon. If I get 8 out of 8, that means I've collected them all in that dungeon. I believe the thing in this, whatchamacallit, the number beside that by the sort of cross is how many enemies you've killed in that specific floor. So if I went back there, I might be able to kill some more. I'd be able to kill like another 15 or something like that. It's like, it's essentially how many enemies you've killed in the dungeon. Now I'm going to go into floor 7 just to get a little more weapon experience and just progress a little further in the dungeon. I'm definitely going to be leveling up my dagger to level 5 in this one, and then I'm going to start using my bone rapier a lot more. And I'm looking forward to that actually. Oh, is this the last tutorial? I think it might be. Aha! Seems like you've got the hang of it now. Now for the next step. Listen carefully. I will lecture you on special areas in the dungeon. First, the back floor, which I already was going to sort of explain to you in this episode. Anyway, might as well just explain them now. Each dungeon has floors that have back floors, and the way to enter the different back floors differs for each dungeon. You can figure it out. The back floors have valuable treasures, such as gems, antidote amulets, and amulets like that, and sometimes, very rarely, extra weapons. But the monsters there are stronger. There's a higher risk, but there's also higher rewards. You should give it a shot at least once. The enemies that are stronger also give you double the experience, so, you know, it's not that much of a difference. If you know the enemy's attack patterns, you know what you're doing, then you're not going to have much trouble in most of the back floors. They're usually quite easy. There are also limited floors. Limited floors sort of... Okay, a special sealing magic is cast there, so some of your normal actions are disabled. What actions are limited depends on the type of limited zone. Essentially, they take away certain things. Sometimes you can't change your character. Sometimes you can only be a certain character. Sometimes you're not able to level up your weapons. If you use your weapon and kill an enemy, you'll actually lose abs. You don't go down a level, but you will actually start losing your experience in a weapon. So if you have like a weapon that's nearly fully upgraded, well, you know, it sucks. But you also can't change your weapon in that case. You can change your character. You can go to a different character, one who has, you know, no experience in a weapon or who isn't that important. But you will lose experience in a weapon, which sucks quite badly. Once you enter the limited zone, it is important to figure out what is and what isn't limited. Sometimes you'll become thirsty faster. That's actually one of the most annoying ones, in my opinion. Now, I'll let you go. It will get even harder after this. Be careful. So long. Just a quick little tutorial explaining back floors and limited zones. Easy enough to understand. Back floors are the most useful thing in the in the dungeon. Okay, so this is kind of a bad thing, and it won't let me change my weapon. See, can't disarm weapon. See, it sucks. So I'm not going to be able to level my weapon up in this one. I thought I was going to be able to. I forgot. I do believe that some of the limited zones are actually random, which is a pain in the ass when you're trying to level up your weapon, and then the best floor to level up your weapon ends up being Reduces Abs zone. Oh, hey, hello. Bill. Oh, wow. Okay. This kind of sucks. These guys are a pain in the ass. If you get hit by that little gas, they goo you. Really? No. See, I'm in gooey state, and you need soap to get rid of that. This really kind of sucks. Okay. I was hoping to not get into gooey gate. Really? I'm already almost dead, too. Ah, I move so slow. I move so slowly. Okay. These guys are really good to use projectile weapons against, and I'm gonna die if I don't drink any water and heal myself. This sucks. I don't have anything to heal that either. So I'm gonna be moving around really slowly in this episode, apparently. This is not a good thing. Yeah. Okay, this makes me sad. I was doing so good. Maybe I should finish the store next. I don't know if you need to finish Pike's house. I hope maybe you don't. Maybe you just have to have Pike there. I don't have any bombs either. I do have this. I'll be able to kill one of you guys. Alright, only 16 damage, but you know, better than nothing, right? Oh, ooh, hello. Oh, ow. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna leave this guy alone because attacking them with melee weapons, unless you're able to move quickly, sucks. Those are some of the enemies in the game. I know most of the enemies, and I'm pretty good at killing most of them, but those are some of the ones that I suck at. This is where blocking is going to come a little more important. I don't usually block, but I'm going to have to now. I hate Opars. And really? Oh, I move so slowly. Ugh. I don't like it. I hate moving slowly like this. This is the one effect they could have done away with. Freeze is okay. I don't care. I don't care about any of the effects except this one. This is so bad. I don't like this. I don't like this, guys. I don't like it at all. This is terrible. This is going to be the worst episode ever. This is going to be the most uneventful episode ever because I'm not going to be able to do anything because I'm moving too slow. God damn it. Please be something useful. I can already leave the dungeon if I want. I may just do that because, well, you know, I suck. I need to get the Atla, though, so I can't do that. Okay, I need to get the Atla. Luckily, if I leave the dungeon, if I don't go straight to the next floor, if I just leave and then go back in, all the status effects will be reset, so that'll make a little bit of a difference. And I do believe it'll actually heal me, too. If you go straight to the next floor, it won't. So, leave me alone! Leave me alone! Don't hurt me! So, basically, the point of this episode is to tell you not to get hit by, Opars. And I probably shouldn't be killing the enemies in this one because I'm losing experience in my weapon. Now, hopefully, I'm going to say this now, actually, while I'm opening this chest. Let's see what I get. If I'm able to actually access one of the back floors, I'm going to do it pretty much straight away in this one. Because the back floors are amazingly useful for leveling up your weapons. And you should never underestimate them. Because you can get some of the best items and you get a lot of experience out of them anyway, so it's just all around useful for leveling up your weapons. I like grinding them because you can level up your weapon and get good items for leveling up your weapons with. You get gems, you get, say, an emerald, and you need magic, you're just like, oh, it feels so good! Blah, 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 blah. Blah. Let's leave the dungeon to get rid of that goo effect, because that's quite a useful thing to get rid of. Naroon Village. I am back, and I'm happy. So, you know what? I'm going to actually start building the town. That's what this episode's going to be. I'm changing my mind. I'm not going to do anything else. This is going to be a build town episode. Get a little bit of building in, get a little bit of items, make everything good. So, first thing I'm going to place down is the gaffer's buggy. I usually place the gaffer's buggy here. There are conditions for everything. So if I go in here, I can look. There are 3 different things you need to fill up. You need to fill up request, complete, and collection. Collection is basically the number of items, how many of the items in total for the town that you have. Completion is just what you would expect, just placing everything down. And request is how many of the people's requests do you fulfill. If you do everything, you get something good. If you get if you get 100% on everything, you're doing good. Let's talk to him, pick up some items real quick first. Speed +2. You can see these chests will appear as you place things down and as you complete dungeons. I can show you increasing your defense. Now, the fluffy donut is Towen's favorite food, as it says. It basically increases his defense, and the first time you use it, it'll increase it by 7. Now I will be taking a large amount less damage from the enemies. See, I should be just sort of building as I go like I usually do, but I want to keep the building efficient. Now, if you talk to this guy who's, "Hi, Towen. This is the Ahoy Gaffer's item shop. Come by anytime." I hope that sounded like an old man. I hope that didn't really sound bad. If you talk to him, just normally, if you say hello, you can start conversations that actually lead to interesting tidbits of information. You know, quite useful if you're trying to learn how to build up weapons or anything like that. Sometimes they'll tell you certain interesting things. Let's see what he tells me now. Still closed. I need to stock up on more items before I open my shop. I wonder what it was. I can't remember. Okay. Now, how should I rebuild Norune? Basically, he tells you what he wants from Norune, where he wants everything to be located and everything. This is how you learn what they actually want. Well, a shop needs houses around it to do businesses, or do good business. So now I know what his request is. Now tell me how to rebuild your house is just what he needs to finish the actual place. He needs goods and a sign. I do believe I had both of those. I'm not going to use them yet, though, because I want to finish, at least place down Pike first. I think if I place down Pike, I'll get the extra items. I don't think I need extra finish Pike's place. Put the sign on the buggy's roof and the goods on the carpet. You don't really need to worry about that. If you just put the items in, it'll do it. Let's see. Let's place down Pike next. Basically, all you have to do here... Oh, it's Paige's house. All you really have to do... I'm going to place Pike close. You just place him down anywhere. You just choose place down. Talk to... Okay, this is another thing I wanted to mention. I mentioned it in the last episode, just for polish. His name is actually Pike. Toad, you're safe too. Well, that's good. He's high, apparently. Well, what kind of bastard did this to us? He said, "Hello, Paige has gone off somewhere again. I wish she'd come home earlier and once in a while. Can you tell her that for me? She'd probably listen to you, you know, better than me. But it's nothing to do with me being high all the time and shit. How should I rebuild Norune? You know, you should, let me fish. I like fishing. I like it a lot. What'll happen when it's done? Paige can do something about that. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Just ask her. Tell me how to rebuild your house. Well, I'd like the wheel for the buggy to be outside. It's like a particular thing I use for repairing the odd gaffer's buggy. That odd man must think I'm repairing. I own a repair shop or something. He's a guy. I'm such a terrible voice actor. Okay, I do believe I can actually finish the odd gaffer's place now. I'm gonna test this. I think I can. I can finish it right now. I'm gonna save first, just in case it doesn't work. You'll know if he has a lot of items when you open the store. I want to get the items though, and then I'll go check Pike's/Dyke's house for items. Okay, his name is actually Pike. Just so you know, this is one of the things I mentioned about the game not being terribly well polished. There are typos in the game, and there are some funny ones, like calling him Dyke. I find that funny. Maybe I just have a crude sense of humor. I think that's already known by everyone, though. I make a lot of penis jokes, so, what do you expect? See. Now, let's just see. Alright, trigger the event, go talk to him. Yeah, okay, Pike's actually doing it, so that means I did it. If you don't see Pike up there, then you're going to want to reload that save. How's this gaffer? Not quite right yet. To the right more. No, what's an old man voice? I can't do old men. I can't do old people. More to the right, more to the right, more to the right, right. You're a slave driver, Gaffer. Jeez. You. Thanks for watching, waiting. Thanks to you, I can at least reopen my shop. It's not well stocked yet, but I can give you some excellent service. Visit at any time. Now let's see. I should have quite a few extra items in there. There we go. See, this is all the extra items. This is with the extra items. So now I can actually upgrade my attack and endurance a lot easier if I wanted to. It's relatively expensive, and by relatively I mean very expensive. But I can also buy soap. So, and most importantly, I can buy repair powder. Now there is also this item, auto repair powder. You can put it into your like equipment slots. Not your equipment slots, your active item slots. The ones that you sort of use as hotkeys. And if your weapon's about to break, it'll automatically repair it, which is extremely useful, but it's so expensive. I don't really worry about using it so much. Maybe that's why my weapons break. I'm just going to buy all that, because repair powders are the most useful thing out of all of these. I don't really worry about my bread. Now, one thing I want to note is that you can sell fish bait for a lot of money. See? Now, that's a lot of money. Not for the beginning of the game, at least. I can also sell this. This is also can be used as fish bait or as a throwing item. I'm just going to sell it right now. But if you get something like a potato cake, keep it. Or poison apples, keep those as well. Those are the ones you want to keep. Let us see. What else do I want to buy? I want to buy a little bit of bread. Buy 3 bread. 6. Alright, now I should have now 8. Buy 1 more because I like having 9. I don't know why, I just like having 9 of them. I'm not going to worry about buying any of these right now, but I can also buy Dran's Feather. Thank you. Dran's Feather is probably the most useful item in the game. It lets you move faster. Do not underestimate the power of Dran's Feather. Trust me on that. Buy a little bit of water. It's cheap, so. Now, you can see I only have a limited inventory, which is nice, but you can increase it later. So, don't worry too much about that. Now, see, I'm going to put my Dran's Feather in there. I can only put 1 in at a time. And I'll put... I still have an extra antidote amulet. I should buy soap, but I'm not terribly worried about it, so... I'm going to be a risk taker. Now, let's place down a few more places. All this episode's going to be, it's just going to be sort of placing down everything. I did the last dungeon floor, and it sucked. I hate that last one. We're already at 22 minutes, so I'm going to have to edit that one down a lot. There, this episode. And I can place Claude in here. Put a lamp in there. Place his house. I usually place his house way over here. I like to keep the town a little bit spread out. But I'm going to do it a little differently than I usually do. Put the pond back here, because... Oh yeah, I need to pick up his items. The items they have in here. Beast Buster. It's quite nice. Go in the house. Ah! My notebook! Friggin' ass mother. Alright, Sky Hunter. Sky Hunter is always nice to have. Stonebreaker. Those are all different attachments. While you can increase your basic inventory, you can't increase the number of attachments you can hold, unfortunately, so you can only hold a grand total of, I do believe, 40. Oops. No, place yourself down. Thank you. Yeah. You can hold 60 total items. You have 6 characters in the game, so that equals up to 10 per character if you can't do the math. And you can hold a grand total of 40 attachments throughout the game. Now, speed plus 2 is relatively nice to have. I mean, all things considering. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. Let's go talk to Claude, who is the most annoying of the characters, the one I like the least. Just because he's kind of gross. And I don't mean because he's fat. I don't dislike him because he's fat. Alrighty, at Adventure Day 3. Damn. I don't dislike him because he's fat. You'll see in a second. Once I finish his place. That's not why I dislike him. I dislike him because he's rather gross. Let's just stay with that for now. Speed plus 2, another one of those. Beast Buster, alright. Hey, Dylan! I thought I was finished when I was put inside that weird bubble. Hello. Oh yeah, the food. You can talk to them multiple times and get different information, but I'm just showing you the first one you usually get. Food from the festival. I wonder what happened to it. There should be some left, you know, right? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. How should I rebuild Naruto? A place for a house. I'd like it where I could sell some good food, you know. There, you know, his request now. Tell me how to build your house. Do not forget the place with the box with the candies. That's the most important. Remember the candy box. The candy box, for some reason, goes outside. Don't ask me why. It's kind of weird. So it's like a hot day. He's gonna have like really melted candy. But I have the candy box now. Ooh, it was already right on it. Now I can finish his place, and he'll actually be awake right now. But if you go in there at the wrong time, or I think he should be awake right now. If you go in there at the wrong time, he'll actually be sleeping. He's for some reason he's actually usually awake at night for me. Let's see. Oh no, he's sleeping right now. Oh no, he's awake. He's not. Oh, this is different. I got a different cutscene than I usually get. Hey, Tone, what's up? That's right. I have to give you something for fixing my house. He reaches into his butt. Let's see what I have here. Here, take this. I insist. Oh, interesting. Okay. Usually when I didn't actually know about this. Usually when I talk to him, he is in the bathtub taking a bath, and he invites you in there. And if you think I'm joking, go look up the cutscenes for it. Like, Google it. Claude in the bath. He actually invites you into the tub with him. Yeah, that's why I don't like him. But this time, I actually got something different. If you do find him at that point, he gives you a piece of cheese and a piece of soap. It's not right, really. It really isn't. He gives you the soap he was using on himself. Naked in the bath. Yeah. Yeah. Just let that go through your minds for a second. Yeah. This time, though, he gives you candy, which is actually used a little bit later. Okay, you're all set. See ya. Okay. So that means this is actually used a little bit later. Should be used, if I'm right. Lollipop. 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 La 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 lollipop. That is actually used in the second area you go to. That means I can actually finish it earlier. Otherwise, you have to wait a while to actually get it. I guess I'm going to get a different item from them this time. Nice. I'm actually happy about that. Cool. So I finished there. I got those. Alright, cool. I finished 2 of the places. Macho's house. The Macho brothers like to be near a place where you can, like, fight, or where they can fight. So therefore, they like to be, you know, right by the entrance to the cave. To the Vine Beast Cave. This episode will be cut down a lot. It's at, like, 30 minutes right now. Yeah, 27. A lot of it's just placing things, so it's going to be cut down a fair bit. Dude, I missed you, man. Your smile really brightens my day. How should I rebuild no room? Fighting is what a man should live for, right? It's a basic fact of life. What'll happen when it's done? You should ask my big bro. Tell me how to rebuild your house. Look, don't forget to expand my room. And I need a barbell. Put that outside, you shithead. Okay, he actually likes Toan, so I don't really know why I'm talking like that. But, you know, who cares? Thanks, Toan. Say, what happened the other day? You know, day of the festival? I remember a light flashed from the sky, and the house has disappeared. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Should I rebuild no room? I'd like to be somewhere. I don't have to go far for a good workout, you know. What'll happen when it's done? I'll give you something, but I'll keep it a secret. The hint is rock breaking strength. Couldn't be Stonebreaker, could it? Tell me how to rebuild your house. A fence and a lamp would be nice. You know, we had stuff any decent person would have. You know. So, yeah, that's that. Their house is really simple. Theirs is probably the easiest one. You can actually usually finish it after the first 2 floors. Actually, maybe even the first floor if you get lucky. I've had that happen for me before. The Atla pieces you find are actually random. I've noticed that the more I play the game. There's some that are set, I think, but most of them are not. Place Renee in there because Renee is his mom. No, go back up. Go back up. Thank you. Alright, let's pick up the chest. There should be another one, I think. Maybe? Maybe? Come on. Okay, I guess I haven't got it yet. You're going to want to check in here. Okay, this is a funny cutscene, actually. Whoa, Toan, you've done it. Yeah, I sounded so enthusiastic there. Thanks to you, our house is back to normal again. It's a good thing. You've done a good thing here, bro. This is for you. Keep it. Just keep it. Hey, thank you. Stonebreaker acquired. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Hey, that's mine. Yo, bro. What do you think you're doing, you motherfucker? Like I always tell you, bro. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. That's how things work between big bros and little bros. What? I'll kick your ass. I'll kick your ass. I can't take this anymore, bro. We're gonna settle this with a battle, you asshole. Oh, really? Ready when you are. I always wonder who wins. This is the funniest cutscene ever in the game. Get it? Hey! Now I gotta come back in here and get the chests. Forgot about that. This isn't a good thing, is it? I didn't mean to disturb you. In here, if I actually press R2, I can go into first person mode and move around like that and see where I'm going. You can only do that in the houses. You can go into first person mode anywhere, but you can only see where you're going or walk around in first person mode in the houses. So I'm gonna place down my house. Now, I've already fulfilled a couple of the requests. Claude's house is close. I need to place Olnette's house down. And that's later in the game. Or a little later in the dungeon, I mean. Paige's house needs to be near the ponds, which I don't think I have yet. Yeah, I don't have that yet. Oh, I do have it. So I can actually do that right. You know, when you okay, yeah, that's what I mean. You only get the request points when you actually finish their house. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to articulate, but it wasn't working properly. You know, my articulation skills aren't good. There is Macho's house done. This is Claude's house. He's done. And I got an interesting thing out of that. Now, my house has to be facing the east. So basically, you have to place it like right here, facing that way. You can place it anywhere, obviously, but it's like, I always place it like there, because I feel it's the most useful. I'm going to move this because that's a little awkward placement, I feel. Place this here. And go talk to my mother, who should be right about here. They do wander around, so it's kind of like a bit interesting. Toan, you're all right. Oh, good. Don't worry me anymore, please. You're going into the cave a lot lately, aren't you? Just don't do anything dangerous, okay? How should I rebuild the room? Let's see. It'd be lovely if the morning sun would come in from the upstairs window and wake me up. Toan, do you ever think the two of us living here all alone is a bit lonely? If we're living here all alone, then yeah, I'd say it's a little lonely. I'd say that. Yes, I'm lisping. Don't judge me. It's your own house, right, Toan? You know, our house had a chimney, and it had a storage room. Don't you remember what your own house was like? No, I don't remember what anything was like. I like my lisping voice. I can do a good lisp. Don't judge my lisp. Like, I'm a good lisper. You can't lisp like me. Like, really. Don't even try to lisp like me. My lisp is the best. I'm the best lisper ever! Don't try to say I'm not. I'm the best. I'm very touchy about my lisping voice. I'm such an idiot. I'm just trying to, like, articulate things and just be funny while there's nothing going on. So that's about all the building I'm going to be doing for today. All the town building. Next, I'm going to finish off the town I'll finish off the town, which is what I was trying to say, before, on the floor before the dungeon. Right after I finish the second to last floor before the dungeon, before the boss, I mean. I'm going to finish it off then. This episode was kind of boring, but I hope it sort of helped to understand. If I go into Georama analysis, you can already see that I've actually completed one of them, which would happen to be his, actually, I think. Oh no, I finished this one. This one will be the next one that'll be finished. I'll be putting another house right here. It needs to be placed away from the windmill, the one I'm going to place there. But you'll see that eventually. This is all the building and everything I'm going to do in this episode. I might post down, I swear I was like Eminem rapping there. I was like being a badass and being like rap god, you know? I was about as fast as like rap god. Damn. I'm a Rap God. I like him and him. He's awesome. I sort of just throw out a couple trees, do a couple things, roads, put out some roads starting from here, and then sort of lead it to there. I've never actually built my house or my town like this, so I don't know if this is actually gonna work. I mean, it'll work, obviously. I'll get to completion, but I don't know if it's gonna. Hey, that went directly to it. I've never seen it actually work that perfect or fit that perfectly. Huh. See stuff new every day. So far, this is working out pretty good, though, I'd say. I don't have any more roads. I could put some rivers in. Just showing you guys sort of the other things you can do real quick before I cut this episode. Put some bridges over the rivers. I'm not going to put the bridges in yet. I'll get a few more rivers before the end, I think, and roads and stuff, so I'll be able to complete more and make it look a little better. But already I think it actually starting to look like a town. So I place myself down, see, everything's actually there, and it looks good. I would actually say this is actually one of my better towns that I've created so far. I'm trying to be artistic, you know. I'm an artist. I actually like the way this is going, though. I think this town is actually working quite well. If I do say so myself. Anyway, guys, I've sort of went on a little bit longer than I wanted to in this one, too, but this one will actually be cut down quite a bit. It'll just be showing you the town building and everything. I'm hoping this one was relatively interesting. It was kind of boring, all things considering. But, you know, whatever. This is every once in a while you're going to have those. This is just sort of a boring episode. Nothing happened because there was nothing to happen. I had to do this start the town building at some point because you actually need to finish the dungeon. Just saying. In case you guys were wondering, in order to finish the dungeon to actually do the boss, you need to do some town building. Beyond that, there's not really anything else I can say. So if you liked this video, please click the like button. This one was just sort of a tutorial and showing you how to build and do everything. You know, the normal. Then there was also, you know, if you disliked the video, please do, but please click the button. But let us know why you dislike the button. I don't care if you dislike the video as long as you let me know why you do. So just explain your thoughts and feelings towards us on that. And beyond that, you can subscribe if you feel so inclined, and you can also just comment. Like I said, feedback is important. You know, if you dislike the video, tell us why. If you like the video, tell us why. Tell us what you like. Tell us what we should keep. You know, if you have any feelings like that, then please let us know. That's actually amazing. Hearing positive feedback on anything is always nice. So, beyond that, I shall talk to you guys and see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.